Well, The Guardian, which conducted the interview with him, is reporting that his party have denied that he said the Syrian government would call for a ceasefire. Very difficult to confirm either way. The Guardian standing by its interview. However, the issue of the stalemate having been reached, that doesn't seem to be terribly controversial. We've just come back from Damascus. There is a sense there among government officials, analysts, various people that we spoke to, that the government considers itself to be in a strong position, the army to be still strong, holding the capital pretty confidently now, and also all the strategic highways around the capital, areas like Homs too, have largely fallen into regime hands, although there is still fighting there. So they're in a pretty strong position. I think one of the questions, if this ceasefire is announced, and that depends also on a peace conference being announced, this is all part of the US-Russia deal for the country, of course. The one big question is going to be how a ceasefire could be implemented on the ground. Previous attempts last year at ceasefires failed after just a few hours. Even if we can assume that Russia will lean on the Syrian government to stop its side of the violence first, if that were the case, the rebels are no longer one fighting unit, if they ever have been. More and more they're fractious, they're dominated by very hardline Islamists who are not likely to be influenced by international diplomacy, who may see this as a Western brokered deal, see it as a deal that will help the regime to buy time and will certainly not support it. So I think it's going to be extremely difficult to implement such a thing on the ground, but there does seem to be a new atmosphere, an atmosphere of pushing for peace talks and a hope that there is actually a serious diplomatic initiative.